The Dark Moon Greatsword, bestowed by a Carrion Queen upon her spouse to honor long-standing tradition. One of Elden Ring's legendary armaments. One of Elden Ring's best magic weapons. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Today, I will be showing you the best Dark Moon Greatsword build in Elden Ring. S tier category, the best items, weapons, and talismans to use. Thanks to everybody's support on the channel, I was given the opportunity to partner up with Advanced GG. This product is the only clinically proven gaming supplement shown to improve gaming performance. Natural caffeine, no crashes, sugar-free. Honestly, one of the most impressive products that they have under the Focus line of supplements. My personal favorite, the Triple Berry Rec, contains a clinically proven ingredient for esports that's designed to help boost reaction time, muscle memory, reduce error rates, and help with decision making overall. I start every single day with Advanced GG. It really keeps me locked in, especially when I'm playing Elden Ring. If you guys want to get your hands on this product and want to save some money, especially right now, use my code COLD30 to save you 30% off for the next 5 days. Take advantage of this, guys. This product is amazing. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Using my code really helps the channel out. Thank you guys so much. As an extra token of my appreciation, if you order something from Advanced GG, follow me on Twitter. Let me know what you ordered, and I will actually send you a personal Amazon gift card. The Dark Moon Greatsword is your reward for completing Ranni's questline, probably the best questline in Elden Ring. This weapon does incredible amounts of magic damage because the magic intelligence scaling is actually very high, and it's the reason why this weapon is top tier. This greatsword scales evenly with both strength and dexterity, which means you have a lot of flexibility with your builds. If you decide to focus on strength, you can actually utilize some great shields in the game, giving you more overall survivability. However, for this build in particular, we are going to focus on dexterity and intelligence. The higher our dexterity, the more physical damage we can do with our greatsword, and we also get the added benefit of an increase to our spellcasting speed. The higher your dexterity, the faster you can cast spells, making you extremely deadly. The unique skill on this weapon is called the Moonlight Greatsword. Raise the sword aloft, bathing it in the light of the dark moon. Temporarily increases magic attack power and imbues the blade with frost. Charged attacks release blasts of moonlight. Trust me, with the right talismans and attribute allocation, this Moonlight Greatsword ability can do a lot of damage. Another thing I really like about the Dark Moon Greatsword, the only time you consume FP is when you activate the skill. Since we are using the Ancestral Spirit Horn Talisman on this build, which gives you FP back on kill, it's going to be extremely difficult for us to run out of focus points, which makes you even deadlier. If you just started the game recently and you're somewhere around level 50, your attribute allocation could look something like this. We have Vigor at 25. Obviously, Vigor is going to be extremely important in this game. The more survivability you have, the better. Mind, the more we increase Mind over time, the more focus points we are going to have, and those focus points will be important when you get to endgame, especially using the Dark Moon Greatsword. You will eventually reach 20 strength on this build, and the reason you need 20 strength is so you can utilize one of the best shields in Elden Ring, the Jellyfish Shield, which actually increases our physical attack power and magic damage by 20%. You will also continue to increase your dexterity over time because on this build, the higher your dexterity, the faster your spellcasting speed, and you do more physical damage since the Dark Moon Greatsword scales evenly with both strength and dexterity. And then obviously intelligence is extremely important on this build. As you increase this over time, your spells and your magic abilities are going to do more damage. At level 100, we increased our vigor to 35. We have mind at 25. I think 25 is a great spot to be at. Endurance remained unchanged. We have strength at 20, like I said, so we can wield the Jellyfish Shield. Increasing our attack power and magic damage is something you definitely don't want to miss out on. We have Dexterity at 25, increasing our physical melee damage even further. And then we have Intelligence at 40. At level 150, we increased our HP to 50. Mind remained unchanged at 25. We have Endurance at 20, Strength at 20, and we have both Dexterity and Intelligence at 50. You can see here my character is level 250. I'm currently on New Game Plus 7. We have Vigor at 60, Mind at 38. I don't think you need to go any higher than 38. A fully upgraded FP flask is going to completely replenish your FP as long as you are at 38 Mind. We have Endurance at 40 so we can carry more items, Strength at 20, and we have Dexterity and Intelligence both at 80. Our primary weapon, the Dark Moon Greatsword, fully upgraded, plus 10. You can see here we have 200 plus 106 physical attack power, and 240 plus 287 magic damage. The magic damage on this weapon is so high because this greatsword scales very well with Intelligence. We also get an additional 55 frost buildup. Keep in mind, in order to wield this weapon and use it to its full potential, you need at least 16 strength, 11 dexterity, and 38 intelligence. Once you activate the Moonlight Greatsword weapon skill, your heavy attacks are going to be your primary source of damage. You can continuously spam this attack over and over again as long as you have enough focus points, and trust me, with the right talismans, this ability does a lot of damage. You can actually increase the damage of the Moonlight Greatsword ability even further by using the Jellyfish Shield. This shield has a unique skill called Contagious Fury. Incite the jellyfish's wrath and allow its fury to flow through you. Raises attack power for a certain duration. The Dark Moon Greatsword works incredibly well with this shield because you can actually activate both skills at the same time. For example, what we want to do is activate the Moonlight Greatsword ability on our weapon and then switch back to the shield, activate Contagious Fury, which is going to increase our magic damage by 20%. You can also switch between the Greatsword and a Glintstone staff. With this staff, you will be able to cast your spells, and yes, this shield also increases the damage of your sorceries. I am using LUSATS Glintstone staff, fully upgraded plus 10. You can see here we have S tier intelligence scaling. You will need at least 52 intelligence to wield this staff, but trust me, it's definitely worth it. Only those who have glimpsed what lies beyond the wisdom of stone may wield it. Enhances power of all sorceries but consumes additional focus. This staff is a great option for anybody that wants to increase the overall effectiveness of their sorceries. The first spell that I am using is the Night Comet. This is probably my favorite comet spell just because it's invisible to your enemies. They won't see it coming, which means you can land every single shot. The next spell we have is Comet AZUR, the strongest spell in Elden Ring. I only use this spell for bosses. It pairs very well with the Cerulean Hidden tier, which eliminates all FP consumption, which means this attack gets even deadlier. You won't consume any FP, and you can pretty much one-phase every single boss. I'm also using the Carrion Piercer. This is one of my favorite Carrion spells in Elden Ring. It does a lot of damage, and the best thing about it, it causes stagger to a majority of the enemies in the game. Next, we have Terra Magica, which is actually extremely underrated. What a lot of people don't realize, as long as you are standing in the sphere, the magic damage for your character is increased across the board, which means you will do more damage with your sorceries, but at the same time, more magic damage with the Moonlight Greatsword ability. In case you are interested in my outfit, I know most people usually are, I am using the Skeletal Mask, the Fell Omen Cloak, the Bandit hand wraps, and the Battle Mage leg wraps. For the talismans, in my personal opinion, I think this is one of the best talisman combinations for the Dark Moon Greatsword. First, we have the Shard of Alexander, which is going to greatly boost the attack power of our skills, which means the Moonlight Greatsword ability will do more damage. On top of that, we have Godfrey's Icon, which enhances charged spells and skills, and yes, this talisman counts with this weapon. We also have the Ritual Sword Talisman, which raises our attack power as long as our HP is at maximum. And last but not least, the Ancestral Spirit's Horn, which restores FP upon defeating enemies. For my Wondrous Physic mix, I am using the Magic Shrouding Crack tier, which temporarily boosts all magic attacks. And we have the Cerulean Hidden tier, which eliminates all FP consumption. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. If you found this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, a thumbs up would be very much appreciated. It really helps the channel grow. If you want to see more videos just like this one in the future, I highly recommend subscribing to the channel. You guys are going to love the content here. And just a friendly reminder, if you guys want to save 30% off your next advanced GG order and you want to show some extra support to the channel, use my code COLD30, 30% off, limited time offer. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you in the next video.